Hey, what's up everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome to another Qualifying with Kellen, pro qualifying with me, where today we are working on trying to get a good lap in on Arlington, and just want to quickly check that we are live, which it looks like we are. Oh, yes we are. Right on. Gotta try to pause this. Stop it. So... Alright, I'm already in the game, cool. Before I get started today, I just wanted to point out something real quick, if you guys don't mind, which it seems like you guys are sitting here loftily. Trying out some new Twitch alert stuff today, so if you're new to the channel and you've never followed us before, if you follow us, something like this will pop up. And if you donate to us, fortunately enough, we have a donation link down in the description below, and you can donate to us, and if you donate to us, this will pop up. So that is the noise from Excitebike64 for any of you guys that don't know where that's from or anything like that. And I'm going to try to run some laps here. I'm in the emfq4.mxsim.fr 19805. 7, I think, server. There's like a couple people in here, so if it gets to be too crowded, I'd say, unless you're running qualifying laps, not to come in here. But fine right now, I suppose. Game's lagging a little bit. Might need to tone my graphics down. I'm sitting here also watching to see when you guys follow and when you guys donate, if you do. It's not obligatory that you guys need to do that. Trying to make sure my stream is all fine and dandy. It seems like it's doing something stupid right now. Alright, anyway, looks like we're live. Alright, I got bringing sexy back is followed. It's pretty funny. First follow notification I get, and it's a funny one. I like it. Yeah, that first set of whoops section ate me up in RF on Wednesday night. That is pretty much the sole reason why I did not qualify for the main event, was that stupid set of whoops. And it's so easy, but I just can't hit it like the fast guys can, which is in second gear. Killing me. So that line right there is the main line, where you go on, off, and then triple, triple, double. The line pretty much everybody was doing in the race on Wednesday. I'm trying to, if I can, to run a fast lap in this server. Go 3 over 3. And then 4-2 into the corner, but we'll just see whether or not I can make that work. Oh, we got 2 new people following. We got the Real Righty and Hyper Siren. Up, shouldn't have looked over. Yeah, sorry about the ads, guys. What do I think of the new tracks this year, like feel-wise to ride? That's a good question. Complex. Personally, I've liked most of the tracks this year. I haven't had any real problems with a particular one, I guess. The whoops this week have been killing me, but that's not like it's the track builder's fault. Obviously, everybody else seems to be getting along just fine in the whoops. So that's just basically my poor playing ability this week. I would say Oakland probably so far was maybe my favorite track, because there was a lot of different options that I found that worked for me. Oh, hello, Jota Vieira? Sorry if I said your name wrong, but thanks for the follow, man. Might have a lot of the follow notifications today for all of you new followers, trying to get more people to follow. It might turn into a thing where I don't play the follower notification thing. But I'm just doing it today to test it out, and I'm also trying to find out which ones I want to use and which audio things I want to use and stuff like that. And if you're just joining us, that thing that pops up and it says something, it's actually saying, and it's Tricky Ricky Stern with the whole shot, and that's from Excitebike 64 for any of you kind of old Moto Gamer players that may or may not remember that game. And one of the characters in it that I always used to personally play with, Ricky Stern, is nicknamed Tricky Ricky Stern. They'd have an announcer like kind of broadcast what that person was doing throughout the race, whether they got taken out or they crashed or something like that. It's almost a knockoff of Supercross 98, where they used to have that announcer that'd be like, Johnson is riding like a bat out of hell, and stuff like that. 55.7, I screwed up the rhythm a little bit. I went into those whips too fast, somehow rode it out. Oh boy. Damn it, damn it. Ah. They feel kind of arcade style, more or less, like the sizing I've noticed the last few more years. Yeah, the sizing actually, for those of you that are curious maybe about the track scaling this year, since I have a little bit more inside knowledge being kind of a part of RF and seeing the track building process going on, they decided to go with a 1.4 to 1 scaling. It's not a perfect 1-to-1 scale on the meter, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. And the reason that they scale up instead of try to make the jumps the right size, for one, is they're kind of trying to nerf things a little bit, otherwise we'd be like sixting through rhythms on a 450. But they're also scaling up because they want to make the tracks wider and a little bit more raceable. Because I mean, if you can imagine a track being a little bit tighter than this, it'd be pretty hard to make passes and stuff like that, and then the starts would be a nightmare as well. So they tried to do what they can to widen the track area a little bit more and make it easier to actually race on than just to run laps on and use as like a realistic track. So while it is a replica, it's scaled up a little bit from an exact replica, and 1-to-1 stuff has never really worked in sim anyways, so it kind of made sense. Like JLV's scaling, I believe, was 1.2 to 1 on his tracks, and then RF went to 1.25 to 1 for a while, and now they're at 1.4 to 1, so they've gone up. But I think that the game has been developed a little bit more, so it's a little bit easier to play anyway. And so more and more people are going faster, and then the fast guys themselves are already going pretty fast anyway, so they needed to kind of nerf it a little bit. Oh boy. Got 20 viewers hanging out right now. What's going on, guys? Good to see you hanging out. Mini Rider 26, you do not have to pay for the Supercross tracks this year. They come out free to everybody every week. The only thing that you have to quote-unquote pay for is the ability to race in the Race Factory Gaming discipline on these tracks. Currently nobody is running a side series on this, and I'm pretty sure JLV would actually shoot that series down if it were to run. But Race Factory hosts all these events, stuff like that, so. Tiago MX, invalid credit card issues, man. No good. Alright, let's try to get into the 54s. My lap time on a Wednesday night in RF qualifying was a 53.8, I believe, maybe 53.7. It put me 11th overall in qualifying for RF, and then I subsequently went on to not make the main event, so obviously me feeling really good on the track was a detriment instead of a bonus. I'm going to try to get into that range again, maybe a little bit lower. I'd like to step into the 52s if I can, but obviously being 8/10 off of the 52s and qualifying for RF, that might be a stretch. But you do only get an hour for RF, and so I was able to run a pretty good time within an hour. Let's try to figure it out, huh? Oop. Stupid. If the notifications and the chat or anything like that also comes into the way of the screen at any point, that it's like a detriment, like it's in my rider's area or it's covering the track map or something like that. I did the best I could with scaling it all, but it might be a little bit off because this is basically a test stream that I'm doing it for. So if it becomes an issue, just let me know. Damn it, dude, sliding out of these stupid corners. Let's see if I can even get this line right now, because I'm going to be failing at it. There it is. I'm going to let this guy have some time. Fabian Galeo. What's up, Dern8767? Good to have you on the broadcast. If you guys are just joining us, this is Pro Qualifying with me, Kellen Brower, where you guys get to see me qualify for the EMF race coming up on Monday. And this is actually the only qualifying I'll be able to get in on the track, as I'm going to be going back home to San Diego for a little bit this weekend and then coming back to Phoenix on Monday, or on Sunday night, but it's going to feel like Monday. Dang it! We tried the double from the single, then 3-2 after the Dragon's back. I have tried it a couple times, but it's a pretty far stretch. Thank you, Tiago MX, for the $2 and saying first message, because he's saying that he's the first donator. So that's what pops up on the screen if you guys donate today. That would be awesome if you do. You obviously do not have to. This is all just free content, goes up on our YouTube channel, stuff like that. But it does help me out, of course. And I'm in a kind of tough financial situation anyway, with Verb going out of business and me being a little bit on the job market, if you will, right now. But no harm, no foul, guys. Doesn't make a difference if you donate or not that much. I mean, it's awesome, but it's always going to be free content from here, so... Thank you again, Tiago MX. Oh, I hit those whoops way too fast. Ride it out, ride it out. Oh, I'm gonna be right in Ponza's way. Maybe he could go around me. Go around me. Whoa, I don't know how he didn't hit me. Get off the track for this guy. This is Fabian still. You want me to try to go 3-2 out of this corner, right? Alright, let me try. Well, that's not gonna work. I'll go back and try. Why not? Nobody else is on the track behind me. Oh, almost. Wow, I actually did get it. I don't know if that's going to be faster, though. You want a 3 in here. 3 that. And then that quad is a stretch. It's a huck. That's what we like to call it. New Rider 26, love the videos lately, and I like the custom tracks on the track walk instead of these. Yeah, I do enjoy doing the custom tracks each week because I do get burnt out of riding these tracks every week a little bit. Obviously with the limited qualifying now, it's not like we're riding them a ton, but this is basically my second good full hour trying to put in a lap just riding on this track, so it gets a little bit repetitive. This is going to be the white flag on this session. Let's see if I can run a lap. Oh, getting kicked. Yep. Can hit those whips in third usually pretty good. Asashiz, why is qualifying going on right now? Aren't the pro races on Wednesday? Yes, the Race Factory Gaming pro races are on Wednesday, but the European MX Sim Federation pro races are the following Monday after the track is released. And so next Monday I'll be racing this particular track again in EMF, where I'm currently 5th in the pro standings. So RF has already happened. It came and went, and I rode like trash. But EMF's still to come, and so far it's been going pretty good in EMF. So that's what you're really watching, is pro qualifying for the EMF series, as pro qualifying for RF has already come and gone. Ah. We can get over the line and I'll read some of your guys' questions. Tiago MX, don't worry, Kellen. My $2 will keep you financially afloat. The real right T, really? You donated $20 the other day. Awesome. I actually didn't see that. Maybe I'm just stupid. But thank you if you did. That's really cool. Very supportive, of course. Where do you get the passwords to unlock the tracks? Idle Hour says, looks like he said, never mind, I'm dumb. Yeah, that's always going to be in the track thread. If you just go to forum.mxsimulator.com, click on tracks. Usually the most recent track is one of the top posted tracks, and then if you download the track, it should be updated with the password in the thread already, since the password is released the day of the race and everything like that. Bringing Sexy back, do you run different suspension for Nationals and SX? Interestingly enough, not really. I do tamper with my setup a little bit when Nationals comes around, but hardly at all, and the only reason I would is to soften the front end up a little bit. In Supercross, usually we run pretty stiff front suspension, and sometimes we actually do run a little bit stiffer rear suspension as well, and that's usually to handle whoops better. But you ideally want to run a softer shock to kind of get better traction out of the corners, and then a really stiff front. And honestly, my setup indoors and outdoors doesn't change all that much. When I go outdoors, I do like having a little bit stiffer of a setup outdoors. Some people like to really go soft and it soaks up bumps better, but it also is a little bit harder to corner with, so I try to keep the same kind of cornering mentality established with my outdoor setup as I do indoors. In fact, last year, the Supercross setup that I used for the 5 races I raced Supercross was the exact same setup that I used for Nationals, where I finished top 10 in the points and race factory in the 450 class, so it doesn't change too much. In the long rhythm, you can go 4 over instead of the on-off 4-3 with enough corner speed. Oh, you mean 4 right out of the corner? Yeah, well, what you're sadly mistaken, unfortunately, is that I actually do not have corner speed in this game. I actually have pretty terrible corner speed, which is going to be my downfall when I start racing 250 East next week, because my corner speed is terrible and you need a lot of it to ride 250F in this game. So, yeah, I wish I had more, but I don't. Like we got a little bit more people hanging out in the server right now. What's going on? Ah, my gosh, this whoop section, why? It's ruining me every time. I try to stay wide in the corner. I'm sorry, Ponza. Didn't want to go in front of you there. Try this big line again. Man, that's crazy. I did not know that that was possible. Just don't know if it's going to be faster, though. What gearing am I using on this track on a 450? I actually always use on a 450 -2.2, even for outdoors, interestingly enough. I just like the ability to quickly shift through the gears and get better acceleration, and it's always been the gearing I've used on a 450. And I thought I was pretty much alone in that. A lot of people like to run -1.1, and then I found out that my teammate Jeremy Hinders actually does run -2.2 gearing as well. Yes, Glory Gaming 2, it is a qualifying server. Bringing Sexy back, I'm changing to a 250 to do the East class because last year I was ineligible to, even though I kind of wanted to. And there's actually, in my opinion, far less competition in the 250 class than in the 450 class. And I'm usually consistent enough to finish top 9 in heat races, like I did this week, for example, in the 450 class. So I just would like to be able to make it into the main event each week rather than have to worry about trying to make it through the semi, which I almost always go to when it comes to the 450 class. And then the LCQs are always a crapshoot. So if I don't make it out of the top 9 in a heat race, like obviously it's just the same freaking thing as I would be on a 450, but I don't know. I just want to try 250 again. After Tyler Schmidt won the East Championship last year, I kind of was like, man, I feel like I could do some damage there because me and Schmidt are pretty similar speed for the most part. I mean, we earned almost the exact same national number this past year. He's 36, I'm 38. So gave the East one shot way back in 2013 and utterly failed, and I'm sure it's going to be another disaster this year, but wanted to give it a go. Don't go to the bales? Okay. Damn it, over-scrubbed it. Bring it back! Ah. He's not riding very well right now. What's your fastest lap on Arlington, says Kreba. My fastest lap, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, 53.8 was my time for Wednesday night qualifying for the RF race. Put me 11th overall in qualifying. Went on to not make the main event because I suck, but did a little bit better in qualifying this week. I'm trying to get close to that again for EMF, but probably won't. Ah, why did I go for that? Stupid. Glory Gaming, what are your tips for me starting to race? My tips are always usually pretty standard. Obviously, you want to get signed up on racefactorgaming.com or on mxsemf.com and try out some of the amateur racing available there. They will give you a set of licenses to go through anyway, so you'll need to work your way up. And then when it comes to actually racing, slower is always faster. Don't try to find one hot line and do that over and over again. Literally find the lines you're most comfortable doing and do them over and over again. And just try to run smooth, consistent laps when it comes to racing. Avoid the big pileups when you can. Obviously, you want to have a spotter available to you for the most part when it comes to racing events, so that they can help you out with avoiding pileups and stuff like that. And of course, above all, just have fun. It's a fun game to be racing in for sure. To this day, when I race, I still get kind of like the jitters. So, super fun. Still casing the quad. I am not on a 250 right now, Scott Easy. I'm actually on a 450, qualifying for the 450 class in EMF on Monday, which I'm going to be racing the 450 series in this all year as long as I can race EMF. Given the fact that I'm 5th in points right now, I'm only, I want to say like 12 points or so behind Hunter, who's in 4th, and then it's Dennis in 3rd, Tyson's in 2nd, and Valtteri Tannen is the points leader. But finished 3rd at Glendale and then 6th last week at Oakland. It's Ringo. Hey Kellen, I have an issue with my controller where sometimes it doesn't shift. Like, the button, but it won't go up or down. Do you think it's time for a new controller? I would probably say it's time for a new controller. The only thing I can say that might be wrong, and you might want to try to reconfigure your controller for this, is sometimes, for whatever reason, the mapping on it will just go off, and it won't ever be able to figure it out. So occasionally my steering will get messed up, and then I won't have as much steering input as I used to, so then you just reconfigure your controller and it works. But yeah, I mean, usually every year I get a new controller anyway, just because my buttons get pretty worn out and stuff like that, so maybe try a new controller. The real rate. In the section before the finish, you can downside the table then 3. You mean downside the table then 2 out? Yeah, I know you can do that. Not too sure if it's much faster though. Do you have to pay for EMF and what time is it? Yes, you do. I believe it's, well, the timing of it is, it starts at noon on the West Coast, and it starts at 3 on the East Coast, I want to say. Just go to mxsemf.com and it'll tell you the timing for the event. If you're racing amateur, it's actually on Tuesday. And then the pricing for it, I believe, is 15 euros to race all of Supercross, 20 euros to race all of the MXS GP Championship, and 30 euros if you want to do both. So I did a 30 euro option. Let's try to run us a lap here, shall we? I'm actually not going to go for the big line in the rhythm, just for the sole purpose of actually trying to get into the 54s, which I have yet to do on this stream. Oh, this guy. Oh my gosh. I'll see what that was in a second, in the middle of a lap though. Oh no, this guy crashed on the inside through the bales. Ah, stupid fucking. Bram666 has followed. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here, and hopefully you enjoy the content. If you haven't checked us out at any time before, check us out on YouTube. Twitch.t or no, that's not YouTube, of course. YouTube.com/startyoursystems. Got over 18,000 subscribers there. Good fun. I'll let these guys have a little bit of room to play with. Do I know Lars Basso? I don't personally know him, no, but I know of him. He races for Team Volcom in EMF, number 330, I think. Which is interesting because that was Hunter Root's 3-digit number when he first turned pro. So, not sure if he took that from him or if that's really the number he likes or if it's just Hunter Root hiding as Lars Basso, I don't know. But a little bit interesting, I suppose. Now this lap may be a 54, but I did mess up a lot in those rhythm sections. Let's see what we get here. If we're moving out of the way more, G. 55-1, figured. Ah, shouldn't have let off. Another half hour for the stream. I actually don't know what time it is right now. Yeah, at least a half hour. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on the chat right now because I'm trying to focus on actually getting a lap that somewhat matters in this game. Because right now I'm not even like top 10 in qualifying. Don't go off the track. Stupid. What you doing for a job at the minute, or you got a job until Verb fully shut down? No, I'm unemployed unfortunately right now. There's a couple jobs that look promising, and trying to kind of wait them out and see what happens with those. But yeah, Verb going out of business was kind of like a thing that I did not expect. I was fully expecting to work all the Supercross events and motocross events and stuff this year like I have for the past 4 years. And honestly was a little bit relying on that income, and then suddenly mid-January, mid-December, I get the phone call and find out it's going out of business, and I'm like, sweet, that just screwed me. Points leader in EMF. His name is Valtteri Tienen. He is from Finland. Don't know if he might be the EMF outdoor champion from last year. Maybe not. But he's very, very fast, very talented, and a pretty nice guy from what I gather. I haven't actually spoken to him, but most people I've talked to said he's awesome, so. Very quick. Wish he raced RF a little bit more. We don't see him all that often, but he would be a force in RF for sure. Man, that corner's just eating me alive every single time. Oh, more G's down. .54.8, alright. Now we're into the 54s, let's see if we can get back to where I was for qualifying in RF in the 53s. No, don't hit the pole. Oh, man. Stupid. .103.2. Dumb. Any tips on seat bouncing the triple outs? Can't get them quite often, but not consistently. Always have trouble with the really big ones. I don't really have a good tip, but here's the tip that I have. Corner speed. Lots and lots of corner speed. You need more speed in the corners to be able to do the big lines out of a corner, like a triple in or a quad in for some reason. It has almost nothing to do with how good your seat bouncing skills are, because if you don't have the amount of speed to do it, then your seat bounce skills aren't going to propel you over it. And if they do get you over it, it's not going to get you enough speed to do what you need to do later in the rhythm section, which is probably some sort of quad or something, which is the real reason why you needed a triple in the first place, probably. So that's my only really suggestion. What server do you think would be better for me as a beginner racers? Well, you can go to any of the Elsinore servers, like Elsinore 03, Elsinore 01, Elsinore 00, which is the stock track server, and they just have a bunch of people usually hanging out in them, so you can kind of get used to racing against other players. But for the actual racing series, there's going to be designated race series servers for you, so you know what that's about. Do I race pro-ams or pro? I race pro. Never have I raced pro-ams before. Sorry, I don't know what you mean by that. I've been a pro in this game since 2012. Is he from a foreign country? I believe you are talking about Valtteri Tienen, and yeah, I said he's from Finland, so pretty cool. I understand what you said, the day and age everyone really pays for more mags except grandpas, and you can get all for free on Facebook. And what? Hope you get the job, bro, you're awesome. Oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, thank you, I really do hope I get the job. That'd be one or the jobs that I'm going for. Be a lot easier. How do you improve your supercross skills? Play the game a lot, all the time. Unfortunately, you have to kind of know life for a little bit to get good at this game, and any of the guys that are really pro at this game nowadays are people that, well, the 250 class is literally full of people that spend like 10 hours a day playing this game sometimes. It's a little bit ridiculous. I'm gonna try to let these guys go a little bit. Keep reading your guys' chat stuff. How to do on-offs, can I explain that a little bit better? We actually have a tutorial explaining on-offs on our channel, so if you go to youtube.com/start your systems, there is a tutorial under MXS tutorials playlist called on-offs, where Jeremy and I talk you through it a little bit. But it's quite simple. You just get onto the plateau any way that you can, and then to pop off of it, it's almost the same technique as if you were to seat bounce. So, don't really have much more to offer than that, but yeah, check out our YouTube channel. Alright, now that I have the lead, let's run a lap that I can do with the lead. I hate that corner. I hate when Race Factory builds whoops that go all the way into the corner. Sucks, sucks, sucks. Sucks so much. Gonna let these guys go a little bit. Come on! Alright. See, if I could do that during a lap, it's so much faster. Well, it's not so much, it's probably like maybe a couple tenths faster than the main line that I've been doing. But if I just did it clean once. Alright, I'm gonna go around this guy because he keeps making mistakes. Ah, why did you do that, you fucking idiot? Just stay up in the corner when you're down. Why do you have to backflip down the berm? Ah, front wheel. Again, if you guys are just joining us, this is Pro Qualifying with me, Kellen Brower, Pro MXS player for 5 years. You guys are watching me try to qualify for round 6 of the EMF Pro Series from Arlington. We're just having so much fun, aren't we, guys? So much. Get over, get over, get over. Okay. Ah, what the hell was that for a turn? Man, why am I just... I'm not even getting close to that 53.8 I ran. Oh my gosh, front wheel. Almost want to try to make that line work. Eat, sleep, dream, MX Simulator if you want to get good. No kidding. How do you seat bounce? We also have a seat bounce tutorial on our channel you can check out. It's pretty self-explanatory though. It's more of like a back to forward motion. And you have to spend a lot of time learning how to perfect that as well. MX Simulator is no easy game, that is for sure. Frizaka's so mad, missed the main on the best track of the season. Yeah, well, if I didn't suck so bad in the whoops, I may have made the main this week as well. Alright, white flag this time by, so try to run a lap here. Ah, so close to the 53, 54-1. What server am I in? Noah Karasi wants to know. I am in EMF Q4.mxsimulator, or .mxsim actually, .fr 19807. Bummer Race Harris, that you can't play today, but have fun at your beach race tomorrow. Frizaka wants to know if I saw the Snapchat that I sent him, or that you sent, I guess. Let's see, I'm opening Snapchat right now. Is the 333 faster or slower? I noticed you're going on-off 3-2. The on-off 332 is faster than going 3-3-3-3 all the way through the rhythm, but if you can go 3-3-4-2, it's probably the fastest line overall. It's probably really close to the on-off 332 though, to be honest. What even is this Snapchat for Zaka? Oh man, you're weird. Dora. 85MX alive. Did you download the Reflex Start Your System skin I made? Yes, I did actually. And I actually did record a video with me using that skin, but I have not uploaded it yet. Suppose I should at some point, huh? Probably next week sometime. What's my Snapchat? I think it's still Verb Kellen? I don't know. I haven't looked at my username in a while. What are we doing here? Snapchat, you're dumb. Where? How? Okay. Yeah, it's Verb Kellen. One word. VURBKELLEN. Why is this thing not updating? Oh, there we go. So today, 5 follows, 1 donation. Donation amount, $2. Again, just so you guys remember, this is what it looks like if you donate. Quote of the day, right? Telling Frizaka he's weird and then going Dora. The 54-1. Let's take a look at where that would put me in qualifying right now. Pop up this on the screen. Then I gotta switch that off and that on. And refresh. Well, 54.8 had put me 8th. 54-1 would put me behind Dana Carlson in 6th. I want to be in the 53 mid-range if I can, but look at 10 and 52-6 already. Crazy. Gotta close that. That. And then that. There we go. And then we'll restart. Spencer Turley just uploaded front end lock explanation video. Yeah, so anybody that doesn't know what front end lock, it's the death of everybody in this game. JLV implemented it into the game actually in 2011, and he did it to prevent people from doing wide open punts to other people, because you used to be able to literally just smash into people and send them to the moon, and you would not be affected at all because nothing would happen to your front wheel. And so he implemented front end lock so that when you hit someone at Mach 12, it made your stability basically go to 0, and then your front end damping also dropped to 0. So you had no stability of the front wheel anymore, hence it being called front wheel lock, because your front end would just float all over the place back and forth, and you'd swap and do a bunch of stupid stuff. It was hella annoying. Oh, more G. And it still exists in the game today, even though countless people requested JLV to take it away. Nope, still in the game. And there's the swaps that ultimately killed my chance at making the main. Gotta put down a 51. Probably not gonna happen, Seabolt. Unfortunately, I don't have your talent. Oh, shit. Oh. In case the wangs off of that jump. Alright, come on, Kevin Frazaka. Let's go put some burners down, brah. Ah, come on. Stupid. How much does this game cost? I believe it's still 42 US dollars. Some people say it's like 60 Australian dollars or 60 euros or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, it's still 42 US dollars. My day is doing well, or going well. Thank you for asking. Just wish I could play this game like I used to, or like the aliens can today. Be awesome. I'm gonna let this guy have some time, even though he's a lap down. Yeah, sweet. Slide out immediately. Wish one day these track builders would realize that in real life the whoops don't end in the corner. Damn it. Good transitions. Still a 55-3 even though made some mistakes there. Four, 6. Ah! Damn lapper. This is useless. I might as well just pull over and answer you guys' questions because this is the last lap of the race anyway. I love front end lock. You're damn right I do. So fun. Oh yeah. 34 pounds in England is how much the game costs. 57 in Canada. Oh, Seabolt, talented in his heart, apparently. I am definitely not talented at this game. Don't give me that. Don't listen to the haters. Who's hating on me? Shall I throw down fisticuffs with the haters? Yay, another crash. Rizaka did a 55-2 on that lap. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was too busy blocking out all the haters. Whipped out. I haven't talked about it yet, but part of the reason why I wanted to get the whole, like, you guys can now see chat on the screen, and if you donate to the channel, then it has a little display icon that comes up, and it says a little message that you guys say and stuff like that. And part of the reason I wanted to do that is I'm actually going to start streaming quite a bit more often. Next week I'm going to start building a new track that I won't really disclose too much about it. But about the same time, same place here on Monday, I'll be streaming again and start building a brand new track that hopefully I'll have released within a month or so. And should be a lot of fun, and you guys will get to see the track building process again. The track editing live stream series that I did, which was 7 episodes, seemed like a pretty big success, so I'm thinking every day of the week that I'm not streaming the qualifying with Kellen or that we don't have a live broadcast, I'll be working on that track. Then once I'm done with that, I'll start streaming some more regular stuff as well. Just because while I don't have really any work to do right now while I'm still looking for a new job, I do have a little bit of free time in the afternoons right before my fiance gets home, so might as well share that time hanging out with you guys a little bit. Points at the moment. Well, if you're asking about EMF, where I'm at in the points in EMF, I'm 5th in the 450 standings. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Oh. You Are So Bad Kid has followed. All right, awesome. Welcome to following us here on SYS TV. But yeah, I'm 5th in the EMF standings, 450 class, behind Valtteri, Tyson, Dennis, and Hunter Root. Only 12 or so points, I think, behind Hunter. Something like that. But in RF, I'm like 31st, I think, because I've only raced 1 main event all year so far. Because I streamed the first 4 rounds, and then I made the main at Oakland, and then I missed it this week at Arlington. So, and then I'm going east, 250 east, When I download some track, it doesn't work because I don't have WinRAR 64-bit. Yeah, to download tracks in game, you need to use WinRAR, or you need to use 7-zip. So head over to mxsimulator.com and then go to the FAQ section, and it tells you how to use WinRAR and 7-zip. Are you ever going to do a video with your fiance? I've actually done several videos on the channel with my fiance. She's in a couple of the old This Week in Moto Gaming videos that we did back in the day. There's a Flashback Friday video where we play Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and she's in that video. But she doesn't do much of the moto stuff. She likes motocross, but I mean, I play Sim, and Sim is impossible for new players to play for the most part. And she's played Reflex a couple times, but she's not a big fan of the racing games. And let's see, she's played with me. I don't know, we play a lot of Wii together. Not a whole lot of PlayStation or PC games together. Alright, come on, Frazaka, guide me home. Oh, that's not the way to guide me. No! Got a little slide out on that double out in the corner. .54.7. Could have been a little bit better. Ooh. Saw that one coming. Got one bad kick right before the top of the dragon's back, and it was over. Don't know what you said at the end there. What? Oh. Yeah, again, if any of you guys are new here, hit that follow button and your name will pop up on the screen. I'll be sure to thank you for following. And then if you donate to us as well, your name will pop up on the screen and tell us how much you donated. And you can also write a little message. Always helps if you guys donate. Also, for any of you that are maybe here from watching the broadcast on Wednesday night earlier this week, Moto A Go-Go taking over the stream has been awesome so far, as I'm not able to stream in the evening times with my fiance just getting home from work. So unfortunately, where I'm at in my living situation right now, I can't stream. Unfortunately, I see some people saying that they wish I still could, and honestly, given how much I got screwed over by Race Carlin, I do wish I could still stream, but I'm not in a position where I can. So Moto Go-Go taking over is a huge help, and if you please would just go follow him on Twitch, twitch.tv/Moto-Go-Go. He has a lot of fun content on that channel as well, and he's a really nice guy. Gets a bad rap sometimes, but he's awesome. Let these guys go for a little bit so I can get some gap work in here. I feel like that I've reached a certain point of like speed, and I just can't go beyond that ever. Like with this particular lap time right now, I can't. I did a 54.1, and in qualifying on Wednesday, I did a 53.8, but I just can't seem to like break the mold of that range of lap time within like a couple tenths of each other right there, but I just can't go faster. My corner speed isn't any better. My ability to jump some of these rhythms isn't better. Another 54.6. Maybe I need to start hitting that big line in the rhythm. Fuck. Didn't get the bike to turn there. Sometimes it works out that I get the back end to slide around in corners, and other times it just does not want to listen to me at all. And sometimes my front wheel just knifes out of nowhere. I'm sorry, Morgie, I'm in the way. Yeah, fucked him. I think I got one more race in me after this one. Last week I went a little bit over the hour, and right now we are over the hour, but I'm having fun. Enjoying chatting with you guys a little bit. Plus I just really want to run a good lap time here. Ah. Watch, now that I've made one big mistake on the track, I'm gonna go into this long rhythm, nail the 3-3-4, no problem, or something stupid. Always one mistake every lap I gotta make. Yep. Can't do that on a lap, but sure as hell can do it just randomly. Hey, there's the pole. Alright, chat dying down a little bit. Just got one more race to get through, boys. One more. This is the weakest crowd we've had all year, bro. What are you guys doing? Where's everybody going? Don't want to watch me run laps, bro? What about next week? What about when I build a track? You guys don't want to see that either? Maybe I'll listen to music or something, change it up. Oh. Top 3 prediction for 250 and 450 mains IRL this weekend in Dallas, huh? 450. Let me think. 450, it's gonna be Dungy, Tomac, Reed. 250, gonna be Hill, Plessinger, Davalos. My guess. Take that for what it's worth. Please don't stream while you're at school, though. You want to watch. I'm gonna build a track on Monday, Bram66. So if you guys are coming back on Monday around the same time, I will be streaming once again. And maybe stream just a little bit later, but any later than that, usually I'm getting to the time where my fiance might be coming home, so I don't want to be streaming while she's home. Because obviously I'd like to hang out with her instead. Haven't seen her all day, so. Ugh. I don't do RM Fantasy Supercross. I did actually a couple years ago, but I don't know. I don't know why I don't do it anymore. It's weird. Did Adam stop with Supercross? Asked Kreba. I think you're probably talking about Adam Cianciarulo. No, he didn't. He still races Supercross. We'll be racing East Coast once Minnesota comes around in next weekend. Boop 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 boop. Waiting for these guys to restart. La 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 la. What are we doing? There we go. You have a birthday in 9 days. What's today, the 10th? So your birthday's on the 19th? Happy birthday on the 19th. I mean, I'm gonna be streaming all next week, guys, so if you actually drop by on your birthday, which is Monday? No, next Sunday? Then, well, I won't be streaming then, but I will wish you happy birthday next Friday if you're still here. Come on, Morgie, turn left, bro. Oh, jorts, okay. All right, final session, boys. We're gonna run us a lap here. We're gonna run us a 53. I can feel it, I can sense it. Oh, come on, front wheel. Let Mr. Joral Vaseline get some time to sort himself out a little bit here. Oh, 54-1 again? Oh, so close to the 53s. Oh my god. Is inside before the first whoop's quicker to know. You can scare somebody with your front wheel, but you do not get the same drive into the whoops, and thus you don't get the straight line and all that stuff like that. Plus, just jumping into the outside berm and railing it is really quick if you get it right. Oop. How hard is it being an adult? Oh man, adulting is just so fun, bro. That's alright. I will say I enjoyed being in college a lot more than I am enjoying actually not being in college right now. Interestingly enough. Didn't really ever like going to class, of course, but those years were a little bit more fun. Felt like I didn't stress as much about money and stuff like that. I don't honestly feel like I'd be that stressed for money right now if Verb didn't go under, but things happen. Oh, come on, front wheel. What's the longest paper I ever had to write? I had to write it's a 35-page research report in neuroethics once. That was fun. But I didn't mind it. I always liked, or I didn't like it, but writing papers wasn't that difficult for me. I also wrote a 26-page paper on political communication. It's so much fun. $53.7, what it is. What it is, boys. Finally, that's a better lap time than I ran in RF. Right at the end of the stream, what do you say? 53.7, oh my gosh. What's up, Brought On Films V2? Just got off the YouTube videos, oh cool. Yeah, I think our icon should say that we're live if you click on our YouTube channel, and then like if you go to any of our videos right now, it'll tell you like follow us live on Twitch because we're streaming right now. Yeah, you're just joining us for pro qualifying with me, Kellen. Unfortunately, this is right at the end of the stream where I just am finishing up running some laps for the pro race in EMF on Monday. But if you follow us, you can also catch us streaming stuff during the days of the week that aren't the Race Factory Gaming Supercross Series days. Alright, 53.7, 781 actually. Let's take a look where that puts me. Pull this up, put that, there we go. So, if I refresh and see where everybody is, a 53.781 would put me right behind that man, Devin Davis. Just barely. Only 0.16 behind him. Jeez. So close to getting him. Yeah, I'm gonna go off air in just a second, guys, but again, thank you for joining us, and any of you guys watching on YouTube, please be sure to check us out on our Twitch page. We'll be streaming next week, pretty much every day, I hope at least. where I will be building a brand new track in MX Simulator. You guys get to see that process from start to finish. And hopefully that's going to be some good fun, and you guys can come hang out and chat with me. I'll be building up a track, and you guys can give me suggestions on what to do and stuff like that. But again, thanks everybody for tuning in this week to another edition of Pro Qualifying with Kellen here in MX Simulator for the 2017 Arlington Supercross in the EMF series. If you guys like this video on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit us up with any your questions or concerns. We'll be happy to answer them as soon as we can. Thank you guys for hanging out with us live on Twitch today. Hit that follow button. Helps me out and us in general a ton. Launch something in highest gearing. See if I can hit something over here. I'm from basically at the edge of the track map out here. And send it. Oh, downside the other side of the triple. Oh. Oh man, Devin, you should have showed up earlier, man. You could have come and hung out with me while I was streaming, bro. But yeah, I'm going off the air, so thanks again, guys, for tuning in. And hopefully it was a good, fun watch, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching the playback. We'll be back next week with more videos on the channel. Kellen here on Start Your Systems. So long for now.